Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense who will have the football first. And Camario Taylor will be running the show. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Taylor wants to throw. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Wants to throw it again. Pressure coming, and down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. So Texas offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB, elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to the back.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Manning on play action. Lofts one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, we're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on, is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Pocket breaking down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Mississippi State right back to the line. Back to the ground with the running back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is.
There's some room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, the attempt is no good. The guys after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Arch to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Now give it to Fluff. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Send the tight end in motion. The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Manning. Under fire. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up 2nd down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Here's a give to Bothwell. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Oh, what a cut! He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
Instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed data. You bring in Kent Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, they're studs all over the field.
Touchdown, Longhorns! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Lets it fly. He makes the catch. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got it. Oh, he's got some space. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Williams open on the right side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll run it with Bothwell. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the catch. It's Townsend. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Looking left. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, one storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eye on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is fighting through some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they adjust. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, here's Bothwell. Here's a little room there. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the long head coach at the half. He is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly complete. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. The short hands, it's Wingo. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Play action, here's Manning. This time he's got it. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. One thing I'm really keeping my eyes on here today, guys, this quarterback is banged up. He told me before the game that he has had to really fight through some soreness throughout the course of this week. I can tell you he's already taken some contact, and it is definitely a storyline that I am following throughout the course of this game. I'll keep you posted with everything I hear down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Mississippi State right back to the line. Bluff Bothwell again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Wide receiver going in motion. They go play action with Manning. He's got him. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Brown running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run.
Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wants to throw. It's Swan. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Texas sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating.
Makes the grab in their space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Manning to the air again. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Manning with a play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
They'll send the back in motion. Third down from the gun, Manning. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Fires left. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Longhorns will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, Manning. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Looking downfield, it's Swan. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And that...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it way down the field. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Bulldogs offense want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Fires to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Swan. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Arch Madness. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Johnson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And I love it, man. Go right back to work. Give the ball right back to... It's kind of like in basketball, man. When you got a shooter...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So now it's 2nd and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
A dangerous 3rd and 10 here from inside their own 5. Back to throw, it's Swan. He's got an open man. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off play action. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Bringing the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. The tag. The pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll give it to Fluff. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Manning on play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.